Alright, so move on to pose 2. We're going to start with the body control again. Just grab hold of that and move him forward. We're going to lose controls, we'll get left behind, but that's okay. Just going to try and find the position that is the correct distance away from the platform and try and stay fairly accurate to the physics that we've got in the reference. You know, our platform is higher and taller than what is in the reference, so already we are exaggerating a little bit. We are trying to get a superhero, but we're not going too far away from the reference that we have to worry too much at this point. So I think the body should be somewhere around here if I look at the distance of the body from the platform. So let's start there. So in the previous pose, I'd added some twist to the body. I'm just going to remove that by zeroing out the rotation attributes. It's just a bit easier to clean that stuff up before you make your second pose. Otherwise you can find that you end up with twist or parts of the pose that are twisted that you didn't really intend to be there. It's just good to be fully in control of what you're doing at all times. So if we look at the reference, feels as though the body is just twisted towards us slightly and obviously is leaning forward, so we'll add that in. Okay, so I've got my hips. Let's have a look, and you can see from the angle of my shirt or actually the shirt's a bit misleading, so I'd say the hips are something like so. If we look at the angle of the body, the chest, and then I think it feels as though we have a bit of twist this way, and in the chest as well, even more twist a little bit further, and a little curve in the spine. If I then grab my foot, and I'm going to get that in around about the right position. Just translate and rotate it. I have got values on my pole vector, so I will zero that. I'll also take off the toe roll, put that down to 0 too. Grab the other foot. And you'll notice I'm looking at the character in all directions whilst also paying attention to the camera view. Just turn off my selection of polygons. So the right leg is a little bit lower than the left leg in the reference. It's important to pick up on these details, which will give you a more interesting looking pose. Again, let's zero this pole vector. Just gonna try and match that little bit of negative space in here between the legs. And then I'm going to grab the hand controls, move those up. And then I need to get hold of those fingers, and I'm going to zero those controls as well. And I've got a script that I have assigned to a hotkey to do this, just makes it a bit quicker and easier. And while we're here, let's have a look at how we can set that up on yours right now.